Application Architecture. In this video, we want to know how to think about a project in hand. We usually use the MVC design pattern when designing a project. Design here means the layers design and not the style design. Most current or future projects are multi-layer applications where the project is divided into more than one layer. MVC design pattern is one of the most known patterns in web development. So what is MVC design pattern? MVC design pattern is a workflow organizing method, so we can use a technology for every layer in the application. To use JSP in the view layer, servlet in the controller layer, and Java Bean in the model layer. This is MVC, model, view, and controller. The application would be multi-tier or multi-layer, so we can use the technology that is suitable for every layer. The idea behind the MVC design pattern is that for when the user sends the request as step 1, in step 2, the servlet receives this request as a controller object. If this request requires data from the database, it contacts the model layer in order to retrieve the required data from the database, then redirects the request to the JSP. During processing in JSP, JSP might require data from the database, so it goes to the model layer as well to retrieve it. And then the last step is sending the response back. This is the MVC design pattern or multi-layer application in short. A view layer, a controller layer, and a model layer. We hear about front and back-end developers. The front-end developer is the one responsible for the view layer or the front-end pages. He writes the HTML, JSP, and CSS, while the back-end developer is responsible for the database and the business logic. He builds the Java classes and Java packages, which communicates with the database and performs the CRUD operation, as well as the application's business logic. This is the difference between front-end and back-end developer. There is also a full-stack developer, who is a developer who can implement all of these layers. After we complete the servlet, JSP, and Java Beans, the Java Beans has another framework that can make it easy for us to deal with the database instead of the JDBC, which we call the ORM pattern, such as Hibernate, JPA, or Spring Data. These are the advanced topics that we can look forward to study after completing this course to see how to deal with the database in an easier way than JDBC.